At a community health event last month, I was observing men over 60 move through their day. And I noticed something fascinating that separated those who were thriving from those who were merely getting by. Most couldn't do one simple thing, a thing that instantly revealed their true functional strength. But the few who could, they moved through life with a vitality that made everyone around them take notice. Here's what most people don't realize. Most men over 60 have already accepted that their bodies and minds will inevitably decline. They've surrendered to weakness as if it's written in stone. But if you can still do these 7 things, you're not just surviving, you're genuinely thriving. Before we go through these 7 markers of functional strength, let me ask you something. Where are you watching from today? Drop your location in the comments. I love seeing where this community reaches. I'm Dr. Nerita, and I've spent the past 12 years working with men over 60 to help them maintain their independence, vitality, and quality of life. What I've learned is that age itself isn't the problem. It's what we stop doing that creates the decline. So let's explore these 7 abilities. And as we go through them, I want you to honestly assess where you stand. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Because awareness is the first step toward maintaining what you have or rebuilding what you've lost. Let's start with the first one. And it's something you probably do every day without thinking about it. Can you climb 2 flights of stairs without gasping for breath? This sounds simple, but if you can do this comfortably, you're already ahead of about 60% of men your age. Those stairs aren't just testing your lungs, they're testing your cardiovascular system, your leg strength, your endurance. Every step up is a statement that your heart is still pumping efficiently, your muscles are still responding, and your body is still capable. Why does this matter? Because cardiovascular health is the foundation of independence. It determines whether you can walk through a parking lot without exhaustion, whether you can play with your grandchildren, whether you can travel and explore new places. Men who can handle stairs effortlessly have the cardiovascular reserve to keep living actively instead of managing every movement cautiously. If you struggle with stairs right now, don't worry. This is one of the most trainable abilities. Start with 1 flight, rest, then 1 more. Gradually, your heart and lungs will adapt. Now, physical strength is one thing, but the second marker goes straight to your brain. Can you remember what you ate for dinner yesterday without really thinking hard about it? This might seem trivial, but it's actually a powerful indicator of cognitive function. Most men your age are losing their mental sharpness, forgetting names, misplacing keys, living in a fog of confusion that makes them feel disconnected from their own lives. But sharp memory means your brain is still processing, storing, and retrieving information efficiently. It means you're still capable of learning new things, still able to engage in meaningful conversations, still mentally present. What's happening biologically? Your hippocampus. The brain's memory center needs consistent blood flow, oxygen, and stimulation to function well. When you exercise, sleep properly, and engage your mind, you're literally feeding this part of your brain. If your memory feels foggy, there are things you can do. Learn something new each week, do puzzles, read, have conversations that challenge your thinking. Movement is also crucial because what's good for your heart is good for your brain. The third test separates those with physical confidence from those who've lost trust in their own bodies. Can you stand on 1 leg for 15 seconds without wobbling or needing support? Balance isn't just about not falling, it's about trusting your body completely. This ability comes from a complex system involving your inner ear, your vision, your proprioception, which is your body's sense of where it is in space, and your core strength. When all these work together, you move through the world with confidence. Balance is the foundation of independent movement. It's what allows you to walk on uneven ground, to step over obstacles, to catch yourself if you stumble. Studies show that balance ability after 60 is one of the strongest predictors of fall risk, and falls are one of the biggest threats to independence in older adults. The beautiful thing, balance is highly trainable. Stand on 1 leg while brushing your teeth. Do heel-to-toe walking, practice Tai Chi, or yoga. These simple activities rewire your nervous system and strengthen your stabilizing muscles. Now I want to hear from you. Take a moment and comment below. Which of these abilities do you feel strongest in? I read every comment and your responses help me understand what resonates with you. Let's move on. Because physical and mental strength mean nothing without emotional resilience. The fourth marker, can you still laugh until your sides hurt? Not a polite chuckle, but a deep, genuine belly laugh that takes over your whole body. This might seem like it doesn't belong on this list, but stay with me, because this ability reveals something profound about your emotional health. Most men your age have become serious, guarded, weighed down by life's disappointments. They've lost the capacity for joy. But genuine laughter shows you can still find happiness despite everything you've been through. And here's what's remarkable. Laughter isn't just an emotion. It's a physiological event. When you laugh deeply, your body releases endorphins, your natural painkillers. Your stress hormones drop, your blood vessels dilate, improving circulation. Your immune system gets a boost. You're literally giving your body a mini workout. Men who laugh freely are magnetic. They attract connection because they radiate a confidence that life hasn't broken them. They're resilient, they're adaptable, they're alive. If you've lost your ability to laugh deeply, seek out what brings you joy. Watch something funny, spend time with people who make you smile, give yourself permission to find life amusing again. Emotional strength feeds directly into the fifth marker, social connection. Are you still maintaining real friendships? Not just casual acquaintances, but men you actually talk to, spend time with, share your struggles with. This is enormous because after 60, social isolation becomes one of the biggest threats to health. Studies show that loneliness is as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. When you maintain friendships, you keep your brain stimulated through conversation. You stay emotionally stable because you have support. You remain socially engaged with the world around you. Men who have friends they can call, meet up with, and be honest with live longer, have better cognitive function, and report higher life satisfaction. But I know this can be challenging. Many men lose friendships when they retire, when they move, when life changes. If you've noticed your social circle shrinking, take action. Join a club, take a class, volunteer. Reconnect with old friends. Your friendships are not a luxury. They're a health necessity. Social strength naturally leads to the sixth marker, self-sufficiency. Can you still cook a real meal from scratch? Planning it, preparing it, creating something delicious. This ability demonstrates independence and creativity. It shows you're still capable of taking care of yourself, still learning, still providing for your own needs. Cooking requires cognitive function. Planning a meal, remembering steps, coordinating timing. It's actually excellent brain exercise. It also ensures you're eating well. Men who cook for themselves tend to have better nutrition because they control what goes into their food. And there's dignity in it, in being able to nourish yourself, in not being dependent on others for basic survival. If you've never learned to cook, it's not too late. Start simple, master a few dishes. The internet has countless tutorials. This is a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life. Now, before we get to the seventh and final marker, take a moment to hit that subscribe button if you're finding value in this, and share this with another man in your life who might benefit from hearing these truths. The seventh test is where everything comes together. Can you still make decisions quickly and confidently, without second-guessing yourself, without needing to consult everyone around you, without being paralyzed by fear of making the wrong choice? This ability shows you've retained executive function, the part of your brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and problem-solving. Most men your age become indecisive, always checking with someone else, afraid of making mistakes, losing confidence in their own judgment. But if you can assess a situation, weigh your options, decide, and act with confidence, you're operating with mental authority. You trust yourself. You believe in your own wisdom. You're still the captain of your ship. This matters enormously for dignity and autonomy. It means you're not surrendering control of your life to others. You're still directing your own path. If you've noticed yourself becoming more indecisive, practice making small decisions quickly. What to eat for lunch, which route to take. Build your confidence with low-stakes choices so you're ready for the bigger ones. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't need to excel in all 7 of these areas to be exceptional. If you've got 4 or 5 of these abilities, you're stronger than most men your age. If you've got 6 or 7, you're thriving in ways that would make your younger self proud. These aren't just tests. They're measurements of your commitment to staying engaged with life. Every stair you climb comfortably, every friend you maintain, every decision you make confidently. These are proof that men over 60 don't have to fade away quietly. What separates thriving men from those who are merely getting by is understanding that these abilities require attention. They require practice. They require intention. But here's the beautiful truth. All 7 of these markers are trainable. They're not fixed. They're not determined by age alone. They're influenced by what you do every single day. If this information has given you a new perspective on your own strength, I want you to do something right now. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, because every week I share evidence-based strategies to help men over 60 maintain their independence, their vitality, and their confidence. Share this video with another man who needs to hear this message. Sometimes the conversation we need most is the one we're not having. And comment below. Tell me which of these 7 abilities surprised you the most. I respond to comments. Here's what I want you to remember as you leave this video. Age doesn't weaken a man who refuses to be weakened. Your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, and beyond can be decades of strength, purpose, and fulfillment. These 7 markers aren't about being the strongest person in the room. They're about maintaining your independence, your dignity, your connection to life, and every single one of them is within your control. So climb those stairs, remember your meals, stand on one leg, laugh deeply, maintain your friendships, cook your meals, make your decisions. These small acts are powerful statements that you refuse to surrender, that you still have life to live, that age is just a number when you refuse to act like it. I'm Dr. Nerita. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself because you're worth it, and I'll see you in the next one.